It's an epidemic. And we are live. Good morning, good morning, good morning, South Florida. Hello, world. This is Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner, certified tax coach. I'm also the CEO, the founding CEO of the Henderson Financial Planning Group. Henderson Financial Group. I mean, I'm just
everything.
I'm everything.
I need that promotion. That's why I need that promotion
Well,
that I've been asking for. Oh, he don't even know the name of the company. Go ahead.
Only reason why I'm startling because I'm surprised to see you sitting next to me. James C and I have been holding it down. You've been out on hooky, playing hooky, talking about developer for months and months and months. So okay, and this is who are you? Tell people who are you.
I am now the vice president of the Henderson Financial Group. I'm still allocating and trying to become first president.
You've been going on paternity leave for a long time.
Paternity?
That was a long time. That's a long paternity leave.
Sir, I bring value, sir.
Yeah, you do bring value.
I'd like to come back. I'm back now for my sabbatical. And I have value and knowledge to share, which I'm sure will get me that promotion.
You get it, girl.
Come
back. and then we have Mr. One and Only, my brother from another mother, Mr. James T from Hot 105. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm just a somebody trying to tell everybody that the Henderson Financial Group can help them to have a better life. That's where I am, Robert.
James, you've been around us for decades.
Yeah.
Don't you think I deserve that promotion by now?
I don't get into the political.
Hey, James believes in the universal life. I mean, James believes in the universe, and everything is as it is. We are all where we are. We are all where we are.
Stop. We where we supposed to be.
We where we supposed to be.
All right.
I've had people to want me to even manage them when they were running for office, and I refuse. There's two things in life that I told them I would never want to be. And one was a politician and the other was an attorney, because you have to represent people that you know doggone well they're guilty. But because of some oath, you got to try to prove or make a lie into truth. I just can't deal with that one, Rob. So
if you know the person is good, will be a good politician and good for the district, and y'all think alike and y'all on the same wavelength and brother from another mother, and you wouldn't be like a campaign manager, even though you know he has the same values.
Linda, see, Robert and I know that in order for you to have power, you cannot sit at that dirty table with clean hands. You got to get dirty.
You got to make some ugly compromises.
Come on now.
Because
I got to tell you that I love somebody that I know is a crook. That is a liar. That is a thief. And I got to can't do it.
You can't key at the table.
No.
And they're a politician, right?
All right.
And they're a politician. And that lawyer is going to say, Your Honor, he did not do this. Knowing in his heart and probably been told, I did it.
I won the 2020 election. Yeah, you got to keep repeating that lie. You got okay. I'm back.
Stop. Robert Henderson, take over, please.
Yeah, y'all getting ready to go down a rabbit hole, man. You know, and we got clients and audience on both sides. You know.
Okay,
amen.
Right.
Amen.
I love everybody. You right.
Love everybody.
No, I don't. I don't love everybody. That's why I like to stay out of politics. I cannot love everybody. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Linda, you see, good morning, Miss Anna Dupree. Miss Anna Dupree said, the universe is always an expansion and full expression. Linda claimed the promotion.
Thank you. I hereby am claiming this promotion.
She can claim it all she wants, but action proves it. You can say what you want to say, but action, well, you got to do it.
I will.
All right. Tracy, how you doing? Good morning, Tracy.
Hey, Tracy Tompkins.
Helene, how you doing? Mr. and Mrs. Redhead, LJ, how y'all doing? Good morning. We got a great show lined up for you all. Hey, so I want to recap last week when we talked about the powers and the wonderful world of the HELOC, home equity loan. I'm not talking about that second mortgage on your home.
Been around a long time.
Yeah,
they got new.
Yeah, they got a new one that's it's first position, It's one out there. Only one company is doing a first position HELOC. And we've been having fantastic results on it, Linda. And what I like about it is you paying the principal off first before you pay the interest. Because on a traditional mortgage, whether it's a 30-year or a 15-year mortgage, people bicker about, hey, I got a 2% or 3% or whatever. Let me tell you something. If you got an interest rate right now on your first mortgage, and let's say it's 3%, and you get a HELOC, a first position HELOC. Now, it looks like if I got let's say if you owe $300,000 on your home, you got a mortgage, and you paying 3%,
which is excellent.
Excellent, right? And then I come to you and I say, listen, I want to replace that 3% mortgage with an 8%. I'm just making up a number with an 8% HELOC.
Clutch the pearls.
Right. And the first thing you're going to think of, why would you want to do that, right?
Absolutely.
See, but when I show you side by side, even though you're paying 3% on that interest, an 8% HELOC, you will pay more interest on that 3% than you're paying on the 8% because you're going to be paying 3% for 30 years. On that HELOC, you're probably going to pay it with the 8%. It's probably going to be paid off in 9 or 10 years, just making your payments.
Because it goes to principal.
Because it goes to principal first. So they Jedi mind people with this 2%, 3%, 5%, 6%, whatever. If you get a HELOC, you're paying it off much quicker. And let me tell you, if you do, when you do a traditional mortgage, which all the banks like to do, mortgage, and that's why they get rich. It's going to take you about 20 to 23 years before you start cutting into that real principal.
Absolutely.
The last 10 years, that's when you start paying more of your mortgage toward your debt, your principal. That first 20 years, they killing you. So with a HELOC is just the opposite. You start right away chopping down at that debt and that mortgage. That's why it's so powerful. But they Jedi mind people with this. Hey, I got 3%, I got a 4%, I got 2%.
Yeah, you got to show on paper, because if you tell somebody what you just said, replace a 3% with an 8,
yeah,
you're gonna get shut down.
It depends on how the payments are applied. Because let's say
I think people don't realize that.
Last week we said, I did an example of someone that owes $330,000, and the monthly payment was $1,826. Do you know $1,450 was toward the interest only? Out of the $1,800, $1,450 was the interest.
Woo.
Only the $300 and something was for principal.
It's gonna take a long time to pay that off.
What?
It was $377, Rob.
It was $377. You remember that?
Oh, hey, Rob, come on, Rob. It was $377.
That's how much you paying on that $1,800.
What was interest rate? You remember?
It was like 5 1/4.
Still not bad.
But still,
the fact that it goes to interest first.
I could take an 8% HELOC,
and
blow that away.
Gotcha.
Blow that away, because now on your 8% HELOC, it's probably going to be flipped.
So you paying down the principal. So when you look 10 years later at balance due, it's quite a difference between balance due paying the principal first and balance due going to interest for 10 years.
And see, they don't teach us this in school, in college. Now, when they say these financial literacy programs, that's financial literacy. What I just gave you, all that stuff that they learn. What's a bank? What's a savings?
You got to start with the baby. Don't talk about me, because I did that all summer, and I had to tell the baby. Baby don't know about HELOC.
But that's not financial literacy. Financial literacy is cutting to the meat and potatoes. Give me the meat. Tell me exactly what's going on.
Okay.
Don't give me the fluff. The fluff is this is a bank. This is a savings. This is a checking. No. How does money work? What are they doing? How they doing this? They doing something.
Simple interest. What's compound interest?
Yeah, what they doing? What they doing? I want to know what they really doing.
What they doing?
But Robert, one of the things that you did talk about last week, though, now you must have a certain credit score in order to get this HELOC. Am I correct?
I knew it was a catch.
No, that's no catch, Rob. Linda.
Y'all credit snobs, y'all 800 score people.
No, but what you got to tell our people is now learn how to bring up your credit score.
Yeah.
Here's what you do.
It can be done. It can be done.
There's no question. And hey, it's cause and effect.
Yeah.
Believe me, if you cannot create the cause, you do not get the effect.
What's the minimum credit score for the HELOC?
Oh, you got to be in the 700 club. You got to have a 700 score.
700 club. Yeah, it can be done.
It could be done, but a
It
lot
can
of
be
people
done.
don't have that. If
lot of
you
people don't
Google how
have
many
it.
people have 700 scores in
Mhm.
the United States, you'll be shocked. But let me tell you something.
I think I may still have it. I broke it.
You better have it.
I think I do.
You better. Mine's 850, baby. Let me tell you something. But think about this. Think about this. Now, let's all be real here.
Okay.
You know, if you're in your 20s, 30s, you know, you really don't understand really how money works, and you know, you're making a lot of mistakes. You probably married the wrong person, got divorced, or whatever. You know, you overshot your credit. You know, you're trying to get.
Ooh, you're hitting hard. Ouch.
Truth be told, but listen. But when you 50 years old, when you're 45, 50 years old, there ain't no excuse for you to have bad credit. You're supposed to be a grown up.
Absolutely.
You're supposed to be a grown up. Mean
Well,
that
now, I'm gonna let you finish, but there's always exceptions. The people out there saying you've never gotten divorced twice and had to start over. You've never gotten a car accident and gotten in that whole medical bill. Some people get in the penal system, that'll throw you off. So there's life changes that could like rock you and have you against the rope. You got to come out swinging now, because I had to start over twice.
You married the wrong person twice. You ain't gonna get it right. If you marry again the wrong person, you're gonna be starting over 3 times. You got a lesson learned. You can't go past go until you get the understanding, my sister.
That was cruel.
No, that was
pretty cruel.
No, that was the truth.
Cause and effect. Wait, see, Rob, we want it, but we don't want to do what it takes to get it. We want that abundant life. As a matter of fact, in my study this morning, let me see, make sure I can get it right. It says that if you suffer and do not succeed, it's because you're doing it for someone else. But if you succeed without suffering, it's because someone else did it for you. It always
my
suffering
head hurt on that one.
Wait, well, see, suffering is not as we see it. Suffering is really striving. Someone strived before us to get us to where we are today. Hey, I always give Robert praise, and the phrase was simply, "You got money in the walls." I mean, hey,
gotcha.
But if I did not act on what he said, I just had money in the walls, or told him he was crazy and get out my house.
Okay.
But because he said that, I went to the next question. Show me the wall. Boom. And then he was able to explain, and I listened, and I said, "Oh, that sounds good. You mean to tell me I can take money out the walls and invest those monies and create cash flow? That multiple source of income."
Oh my goodness, yes.
But see, people gotta want that, and they gotta want to do and prepare to get that. It just doesn't come because Robert said it.
Well, and I just want to speak for the people out there that's not 850 score, that life happens. We're not going to badger them. We're not going to say you're losers. Again, as someone that's had it happen twice, that I had to start over.
You caused that.
It goes back. I'm serious. What we got.
That's what to say. No. This is a financial show, and so we're not gonna.
No. But it has nothing to do with being personal. It has nothing to do with being personal, Linda. It's saying to the people out there, there's something that you're doing that's causing you to be in the situation that you're in. So the first thing that the Henderson Financial Group does is what they do is they want you to let them know where you are, so that they can help you to come from where you are to where you need to be. But
it doesn't help with him telling me it's my fault that I married the wrong person twice and had to start over, that I'm doing something wrong.
I never said
that doesn't help.
I never said those words. I simply said a principle.
Cause and effect.
Cause and effect. Cause and effects.
Hey, Linda, we either did or didn't do what we should have done.
That's it.
I'm guilty.
That's it. Did you get up and go to work or not? Why are you expecting a paycheck? I mean, it just cause and
Finish
effect.
the HELOC. 'cause
Okay,
this
so-
is getting
Okay, so you know, if I could, let's go back in the beginning.
Mhm.
If I was king, this is how I would govern.
Mhm.
I would say everybody who's starting out the gate from elementary school,
Mhm.
I would say, listen, let me show you all how to have, I'll tell you the steps, how to have prosperity. First of
Okay.
all, the name of this game called life is you must earn money. You must earn it. And while you earning it, whatever you earn, you must live below your means. So
Okay.
if you earn 30,000, you should live off 20,000. What happens with the 10? You're saving that and you're investing in that so it can grow just like a tree. Because one day it's going to bring you not only shade tree, but it's going to bring you also some fruits to give you some benefits. Okay?
Well, that's why I didn't let my niece cash in her Apple stock, because she's in college and she had a temporary situation, and she called me almost in tears. You know, everybody have anxiety and therapists. And so again, if you just listen to me and just not sell, and she's like, I want to sell the stock. Oh, I need 1,500. What? So if they just listen.
Right. So if I was king, that's the first thing I would make them take tests on.
Mhm.
I would show them, I said, listen, because you're going to be grown up one day.
Mhm.
Now, as you working, you're going to get tired of working, but you're not really allowed to stop working until you have accumulated
Mhm.
enough funds to take care of you for the rest of your life. And we're going to find out what is your life expectancy. So no one is
Okay.
allowed to retire
Okay.
unless they have done their job by putting away certain amount of money, living below their means,
Mhm.
so they'll have certain assets. So when they do retire, they want to retire at 40. If they want to retire at 50, they want to retire at 30. Whatever they want to retire, you have to prove
Mhm.
that you have been diligent and you have followed the rules. You have lived below your needs. You have invested your money. Your
Cash flow coming.
Your
Okay.
money now is going to take care of your standard of living. And you can do that. And I'm going to tell you as king where you should put your money, how you should put your money, and what you should do. Also,
Mhm.
those of you all who want to go into business, I'm going to tell you how the world works.
So it sounds like there's no room for error.
No,
I can give you your life expectancy.
no, there will always be
Always
like
be room for
there
error.
will always be the poor among you. There will always be people who ain't gonna listen. There always gonna be people who not.
No, not.
Jesus said that. Jesus said there will always be.
I mean,
Stop
but if
crying.
I do listen to you and I say, "Oh, Mr. Henderson, I don't know how much to put aside, how long I'm gonna live,"
I will tell you.
you got that check.
We
Oh,
tell
Mr.
you.
Henderson, I know I need about 12,000 a month now, but what if prices go up? You can tell me
We can
cost
tell
of
you.
living,
We can tell you.
COLA,
We're gonna factor all
check.
that in.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
right.
Mr. Henderson, you're gonna ask me my family history and how long my mama lived and all that good stuff. So it's pretty much you can tell me how much I should accumulate before I stop working.
I can tell you exactly. I can
Okay.
tell you based
Okay.
on your standard of living how much you should be saving. I can
Okay.
tell you how much how much, what kind of return on investment you should be getting.
Okay.
We can tell you that these are all known factors.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
telling you, these are all known factors today in 2023. These are known factors. If you ask, seek, and knock, you can get all this information. So
Okay.
as I look at this over my 37 years of doing this in terms of financial planning, and I realized, James, Linda, the system is set up for the haves and not the have-nots. I want to say it again. The system into where we live is set up for the haves and the have-nots. So knowing this and believing this, that the system is set up for those who have,
Mm-hmm.
not for those who have not.
Mm-hmm.
It has always been, it always will be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's even scripture, because you can go and look at that scripture called the 3 talents. The 3 talents, the one that buried his and do nothing, he was sent to outer darkness. The one that did something and multiplied, he got rewarded. And it's just how it is. So the system says this, and I'm gonna give it to you plain so people don't understand this. If you have assets, you can get more. if you have saved your money and you have assets, you have investments, and those investments are worth a certain amount. Someone, a banker or someone will look and say, okay, what do you have? What have you done?
Okay.
How have you been a good steward? Because now you're 34, you're 50, 60 years old. We want to know, what have you accumulated?
Mhm.
If you say I have not accumulated nothing, they say be off with you. Time's going to be hard. But if you say, listen, this is what I have. I have this piece of property. I have this annuity. I have this life insurance. I have this. They're going to say, well done, student. Well done. And what they will do is they will say, you are rewarded. What do you want to do? Because you have shown that you can save your own money. You have not been a fool and ate all of your nuts.
Well,
and that's how it works, Linda. That's I'm telling you.
I agree. I'm just saying, leave room for, because you would have called me, you would have said off with me at about 30 something years old when I was getting divorced, and you would have said off with me at 27 because I had to start over and was fighting for assets and had to do. You would have said, what? Wait, you 30 something? What, you starting over? Off with you?
No, that's not true.
Thank goodness that I'm able to know that was temporary, and have people like yourself and James in my life that say you can do it, start over, but give room for times and circumstances in people's lives. Well, we don't just say off with you.
Well, let me clear this up. We've all have had setbacks. You can't go through this obstacle, this called life, without having setbacks and unforeseen contingencies.
Okay.
We've all had it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
So what you've had, Linda, I remember those times when you did have a setback, you had access. And the only reason why you had access is because you had demonstrated.
Okay.
You could miss a shot, but I know you're capable of shooting.
You're gonna throw me the ball again.
So I will throw you the ball. You could be going through a slump. And a lot of us have gone through slumps.
Yes.
But I know your potential.
Okay.
Because you have shown your potential.
Okay.
But if you had been broke, busted, disgusted, and a bum out there, I couldn't have helped you. Because there's nothing I could have done. I would have been throwing good money at bad. Let the church say amen.
Oh, Lord.
Let the church say amen, James.
Oh, Lord.
Here's what
I cannot argue with that.
Linda, here's what you didn't do.
Okay.
There are people who, as a matter of fact, Earl Nightingale, there's a situation where he says there's a guy sitting on the ledge. Sitting on the ledge. And so he said, whoa, what are you doing? He said, well, I believe that I've been here before, and I believe that I'm gonna come back again. So I'm sitting this one out. You didn't doing nothing. Like, as Robert said, when we have what we call failures, it's only a failure if you don't recognize that it was a mistake and learn a lesson from it. See, now that's a real failure. If you're gonna just sit there and say, I'm gonna sit this one out,
I'm gonna sit this out,
and I'm gonna wait till I come back again, I'm gonna do it better, and I'm gonna do it better next time. No, but seriously, to our viewers and our listeners there, what the Henderson Financial Group wants you to know is there are things that you have that you don't know that you have can get you to a better place than where you are. See,
exactly.
and if you will call and check in with the Henderson Financial Group and be open to them to explain to them where you are. See, most people don't want, first of all, they don't know who they are, and they don't really want to tell anybody where they are. Well, the only way you can get from where you are is to recognize. I recognize I'm in this little city that I'm in. And if I wanted to get where you guys were, there's something that I must do. First of all, I must get up from here. And then direct myself to where you are. And I think that's where it gets to the soul of it. Are people willing to recognize there's something better out there? And Robert and I talk about this all the time. You know, if you and it's not something that you know that's better out there. It's something that you don't know that's better out there. And you need to find that person, as Napoleon Hill says, mastermind. You need to get with someone who knows something you don't know that could get you to a place where you've never been.
Now that's you just said a mouthful, that knows something you don't know. See, exactly. I don't need to be Bill Gates rich. I just want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. or not have to do certain things. Ooh,
Because not having money make you do things
when you
shouldn't
do,
be doing.
oh, you just know, you just hold your breath and do it.
Things you shouldn't be doing.
You shouldn't be doing. You don't like it, but you need that money.
Well, you're 100% right. You know, so as I was speaking, you know, people need to understand, and I'm segue into this family bank strategy.
Okay.
Last week we talked about the HELOC, but I'm segue into the family bank strategy. See, the world and finance work like people that have money can get money. If you have money, you can get money. You know,
So true.
if you have money, you can get money. That's what people always want to do. Financial companies, the banks, the lenders, they always want to do.
They loan to people who don't need it.
They loan
and
to
it
people-
always seems unfair. Like if I just could get one little lick, if you
But it's
just
not.
believe in me, and I know you like you said, I demonstrated. So when I was on the ropes, you was there to step in and help. But boy, if I went to a bank, which I did, I'm like, look, but all this time I was a good girl and this, and then I got divorced. They don't want to hear it.
First of all, they're gonna say, "How old are you?" Because they count the years that you ain't do nothing. They want to know how old are you. If you say you're 19, okay. But if you say you 40 and you 50, you've been on the planet, you just been eating all, you like a squirrel, been eating all your nuts, eating all your. See, the problem is, first of all, let me say this. Yesterday, Tavares said to me, Mr. Henderson, because Tavares is 33 years old. He's grinding. I mean, he reminded me of me when I was in my 30s. Just I didn't have my head up. I just was taking tests, licenses. I was fronting.
Yeah.
So I told him that. So you remind me of me when I was, in my 30s.
Good guy, yeah.
Good guy, focus.
Yeah.
Don't have time. Totally lives below his means. Okay, I know. Okay. Matter of fact, he drive a car that I gave him. Isn't that something?
He didn't upgrade to
He
a Range
didn't- no.
Rover.
He ain't got none of that.
He could.
He got a car that I gave him because when Jasmine graduated, she won this Lexus.
Okay.
And he said, "I'll take that
I'll
car."
take that car.
That's right. And
My kind of guy.
And he's still driving it.
Oh,
All right?
wow.
Yes, he is. No payments, no nothing. All right. So listen, this is how, and I want you to all look at this big picture in its totality,
Okay.
because words get in the way. First of all, let me tell you what Tavares said to me.
Okay.
So Tavares said, "Mr. Henderson, have you ever been a time in all of your financial life, have you seen so many people that do not want to work? So many people that want to quit and stop working 45, 50 years old. Have you ever seen
just tired?
They say
they just tired.
They say they just tired. They said, "Man, Mr. Henderson, I want to do a financial plan because I'm tired." And they'll come, James. They may have $50,000 total. They have a house and they say, "Listen, I need for you to come up with a plan so I can just stop working." I said, "Why? I'm just tired of working." And they're 54 years old. And I'm looking at the time right now that we're living in, the cost of living, things and services are costing more. Property taxes are going up. Insurance taxes are going up. Auto insurance premiums are going up. Everything is going up around, and you have so many people that their goal is to stop gaining income, stop being gainfully employed.
That is so true.
You notice that?
That is so true.
It's so many people. And I don't know if it's the pandemic happening.
And they quit. I just want to be happy
and
travel. I want to spend time and travel.
And go to Dubai. Now the latest thing is go to Colombia. Dubai. Now the internet told them go to Colombia.
And they want to do it. And they just, that is so true.
Travel. They want to travel. They don't want to work. And I'm saying, hold on, wait a minute. I'm saying, hold on. And I'm saying this because it is. This is what I'm saying. There's always two things going on. Always. Okay, what you do is always two things going on. When you're programmed, the media, they call it genius. When the system have you to act and do what it wants you to do, and you not know it, you think you're doing it on your own. But a lot of us have been persuaded and we don't even know. Genius is persuading someone, making someone go in a direction, forcing someone to do something and they can't see you and you're nowhere to blame. That's genius. Let me tell you, that is the world of marketing, advertising, social media. That is catering to a human census. To your feelings. So most of us are slaves to our senses and our feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know we've been hijacked and we're junkies. We're material junkies and we don't know. And we can't get that fixed
Mm-hmm.
because someone has just showed us a picture. They went to Dubai. And
You
I
just
want to
tickle
go.
me with that.
I want to go. We go run up the credit card. And the credit card companies charge you 29% interest. You follow me? And then you say, okay, I want to live.
But you got great pictures.
But you got great pictures.
You got great pictures for the net.
You're caught up in this
For the
system,
gram.
this marketing system, and it has taken you and stolen. That's why so many people have the anxiety. And that's why the state of depression, depression,
And they want to
is
stop
the
working.
highest it has ever been. And they want to stop working.
And they want to stop
Because
working.
it just don't feel good. Okay, so now how do you counter that?
Yeah.
How do you counter that? You have got to take yourself back, know who you are. You have got to have goals. When you have goals,
Mm-hmm.
if you have goals, say, okay, I need to save a certain amount of money
Mm-hmm.
because I have this goal to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I want my money to start working for me.
Mm-hmm.
How much do I need to
Mhm.
put away now? Because in the next 10, 15, 20 years, I want to be able to relax. But you gotta find somebody to replace your earnings. You gotta find something to replace your earnings.
And I'm still looking for a husband. So it looks like it.
Linda,
I mean, well, go
your
ahead.
husband's gonna be looking for you. They're gonna be like, Linda, what you building?
Oh, okay.
You make yourself very
Oh, okay.
I mean, men, listen, on social media, the brothers say all they gotta do is stay in that gym, get a 6-pack, look good,
Go ahead.
and so many women at them. That's the
Good
brothers
Lord.
plan. It used to be the women's plan, but now it's a lot of brothers got that plan
Yes,
now,
they
man.
do.
That word is out.
They
The
do.
rabbit got the gun.
That's true. But
Okay.
you're right. You gotta put your money aside. You gotta plan, and sometimes it may be solo, maybe a solo act.
That's right, but you got to
But
do
you
it.
gotta do it.
So I'm leading up to this strategy that we have at the Henderson Financial Group,
Okay.
and it's called creating your family bank. Now, check this out.
Okay.
I don't know why, James, Linda, just like we talked about that fantastic HELOC, the first position HELOC, there's always a price to pay. There's always a prerequisite. You got to qualify. There's always a trade-off. You can't come into that wonderful world of having this HELOC and having your mortgage paid off and having equity and having a line of credit and all the equity in your house. You have a checkbook. You can go investments. You can do whatever you want to.
Mhm.
You can't even enjoy that HELOC that I talked about
Mhm.
last week unless you have 700 scores. Now, with this family bank,
Mm-hmm.
you can't even come into this family bank and create your own personal family bank and create tax-free income,
Mhm.
have leverage where you put money into an account where you cannot lose a penny.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it gives you insurance in case you all of a sudden drop dead, because we never know when we're going to go to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
It pays tax-free money to your beneficiaries, your loved ones, so they can carry on.
Gotcha.
There's a prerequisite for that.
800 score.
No, not credit score.
Okay.
You got to be healthy. You got to be healthy. And do you realize how many people are not healthy? People are obese. People
Oh,
are getting bigger and bigger in America. They putting all this stuff.
Wow.
They putting all this stuff in the food for shelf life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
for shelf life, so it'll last long.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you eat that, it's inside of your body for shelf life, and you don't
Mhm.
digest it, and it causes all kind of cancer, and it
Mhm.
causes all kind of. So
So that's the catch on
that's the catch on that.
if you even call it a catch. I'm being facetious.
It is a catch.
But I mean, come on, you should want to be healthy.
Linda, but
Yeah,
But then
you want to
it's
be
just
healthy,
like-
but you don't want to stop eating that food.
that's because the system caters to your feelings. Remember that this is a what they call a spiritual war, financial spiritual
Yes,
war.
it is.
You might want to do something, but have you seen that new car that they just came out with?
Mm.
You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have
Look,
it. You
look.
dream about it.
they constantly advertising. You know, have you seen Dream Vacation? And not only the system is doing it, the people are doing it too, because people are bragging, saying, "Look at me!
Oh yeah.
Look what I just got a Rolex watch."
Oh, yeah.
You don't. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's in order for you to really be prosperous and make it, you got to be
Yes,
strong-willed.
you do.
You got to have a plan, because you're being attacked with, social media, your peers.
Yeah.
I mean, advertisers.
You really are. You really are.
It's tough.
It's tough.
You got to have a strong mind to save and invest your money. Now, creating this family bank
Mhm.
that we create here at the Henderson Financial Group, it helps you to get out of debt. First of all,
Okay.
we call it a good program.
Okay.
Getting out of debt. Okay.
Love it. Absolutely.
Good. Good. G. Good. Out.
OOD.
OD. Good. Getting out of debt program.
Gotcha.
Now, when you this is a program. If you have credit cards, everybody got debt some kind of way.
Yeah.
But you pay your debt and you pay the minimum amount on your debt. Then we find the money, because most people are earning money, but they're junking up money too.
Gotcha.
Discretionary, because the advertisers have made them go do stuff that they shouldn't do. So we need to take that money
Mm-hmm.
and we put that in your family bank.
Okay.
And then what we do, all that going out, girl, I want to go out every weekend and all that, and have all that party and all that. We take that money and we put it into the family bank. Your money that you need to take care of your overhead expenses, you need that.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of it, we put into the family bank. So we put it into the family bank, then you have protection in case, like I say, you die.
Mhm.
So it's backed by an insurance company.
Okay.
So now you putting in this money every month. I got this lady that's putting in like $750. She didn't think she could do that, James.
You found it.
I found it. She didn't think she could
Rob,
do it.
And it was there all the time, right?
It was there all the time. We went through her cash flow. We went through how much she earned. I mean, sometimes you do have to do a little overtime. Like this one guy, correction officer, he was just going home. I said, "Oh, that's overtime. You're not working?"
Yeah, they got a
I
lot
said,
of
"What are you going
overtime.
home doing? Watching Netflix?" Yeah.
Right.
I said, "You single? This is for you." So
Do
he
it
did
now.
it. He
Okay.
did it, Linda. So now you start putting. He's putting this extra money, $750.
You know what
Into
I
his family bank.
realized? Every time I leave my house, it costs me $100.
How so?
I get a call. What you doing, girl? Just relaxing, sitting on my balcony. Well, some. So by the time I put on my pro ratio of the expensive perfume, my body hand cream, the even during happy hour, 2 cocktails gonna be about 37. Then you're gonna get an entree, even the Miami Spice, 66. Then I'm not a dessert eater, but I may have an after dinner cocktail. It literally cost me, not to mention the gas, because that's why I don't do that Wynwood and down. It's just too much. Come back, my gas tank half empty. It's literally, I calculated don't call me no more, ladies. It cost me $100
Yeah.
to leave my house.
That's the kind of money we find at the Henderson Financial Group. We take that money and we put it into your family bank.
Okay, because
and
it's there.
It's there.
I see the pictures
It's there.
on the gram. You've been going out, so it's there.
Yes. So you putting this money inside of the family bank and you constantly doing with your head down.
Mhm.
And see, a lot of people say they can't do it. But there are people that got $700, $800, $1,000 car notes. Somehow they do it.
Ooh,
And they do it for 5 and 6 years. So don't say you
you
can't,
can't
do it.
do it.
You do it if you want to do it, James. Just like what you said, people, if they want to do it, they can do it.
Oh, yeah. You have to have that desire to say, I'm going to be the cause so I can have a greater effect on my life. Whether it's see, Rob, it is not just please don't let them get confused about savings, because savings is only good when you're saving for a purpose, or savings and investing so that it returns you some kind of income.
Right.
Because
right.
sticking it under the rug, that's like taking that seed and putting it on the counter. It ain't growing.
Right.
Yeah.
And where's it going?
0.1%.
So it starts with that mentality, that PMA, Rob, and that attitude. And first of all, get out of the mind that you're going to get rich and everybody else around you're going to be poor, because you cannot enrich yourself without enriching others. That's just a principle in a law. So if you can find that thing that you can do that will enrich other people, you can enrich yourself. I mean, hey, if people love your pies, then don't bake them and give them away. Hey, bake them and say, you know something, I got these pies here. Yeah. Hey, how would you like? Oh, I got a great example, but I can't put it out there right now. But there are people who do what they do and don't recognize that it's a product or a service that people will pay for.
Yes.
Rob, when you told that young man to do that part-time, go back and get that overtime, he probably thought about it, but he would spend 6 hours watching the football game, and get nothing. Even his team
Absolutely.
and even his team would even lose rather than 6 rather than 6 hours, doing that overtime and having that money so that you can show him how he can, 1, get out of debt, 2, increase his credit score, and 3, have an opportunity to turn around and get that HELOC, or having that opportunity to build that family bank where he can invest. So that's where it starts with those little things. But everybody, we're in this instant thing.
Yeah.
Hey, we call Uber and we walk out the door and wonder why they're not there already. And looking on the phone saying, "I know where you are."
Oh yeah, we tracking them now.
We track. Come on, man.
So the catch for the HELOC, 700 score.
700
the catch
score.
for Family Bank, healthy, insurable.
Yeah,
Your body must be insurable.
Yeah. In other words, you need to have good health, because the insurance company is going to automatically put life insurance on you just in case you fall short of your goal. Sometimes you have a goal and all of a sudden life happens and you could die.
Is it the bells and whistles,
so you want
disability and all that stuff too?
Yeah, it gives you living benefits and everything.
Oh wow.
So they want to make sure that nothing gets in your way of you meeting your goal. So that's why you put it into this insurance policy, and you have access. You have access to it. So, but you don't have to. What I like about the family bank is when you put money inside of this insurance as a family bank. Let's say you put in there and you got $50,000 in there, and all of a sudden you say, "Okay, something came unforeseen," like you say, Linda.
Yes.
The roof springs a leak or something, right? When this family bank is so good until you don't never withdraw money out of it, because when you withdraw money out of it, now you lessen the value of it.
Okay.
You keep that money. And the insurance company said, "No, you got $50,000 in this insurance policy. You don't have to touch your money." Remember, in America, matter of fact, around the world, those who have should have more. That's in this good book too, right? The more you have, blessed to the ones that have, for you should have more.
Absolutely.
I want y'all to think about that. Blessed to the ones that have, for you shall have more. Now, when you think about that, you got to say, "Well, I like that. I want to have."
Right.
Now, if you just keep on, if you like a squirrel eating all your nuts and you don't have nothing saved, he ain't talking about you.
You can't have more. Can't get more.
No. Blessed to the ones that have, for you should have more, because you have demonstrated.
So on the flip side, that implies to me, and the ones that don't have,
what you do have will be taken from you. James, am I lying?
The whole principle, Rob, what you just said was, they don't realize, putting it into that policy, that they will have more and that they could do more with it than they know. Rob, it comes back to what we know and don't know. And we're not asking, we're not seeking, and we're not calling the Henderson Financial Group.
Yes. So here's a guy. He has $50,000 inside of his insurance policy, and some people say, "No, I'm just going to buy term." Term don't give you. Listen, when you have term insurance, you have no equity.
No, you don't.
You can only benefit
like
if you die.
Renting the car, leasing the car.
It's like leasing a car. That's not your car.
It's not your car.
That's not your car. You don't have nothing. You don't own nothing.
Right.
You got to have ownership.
Okay.
Ownership. When you have ownership, so when you have ownership, so let's say you have $50,000 inside this family bank.
Okay.
All of a sudden the roof springs a leak. Then you don't have to touch your $50,000. The insurance company will give it. Let's say the roof costs $40,000. The insurance company the next day say, "Okay, here go $40,000. Your $50,000 still in the bank." That's leverage. If you don't have, but you would have first had to at least put the money there.
Gotcha.
So it's always something for you to do.
Okay.
If you want to prosper, you always want to say, "What can I do?" Most people just say, "Just do me, make me rich." No, you have got to do something.
Yeah. Come on in, make the phone call, sit down, listen, understand, take the advice, sign the contract, and do it. Yeah.
Linda,
yes,
say that word, listen, again.
Listen.
We don't want to hear. We don't want to hear. Hey, Rob, and when you get that 40,000 out, You're not getting it at 29% interest.
Oh, no.
You see?
You get that low interest. And guess what? And they don't even give you a schedule when to pay it back. They say you ain't got to pay it back. And that's something you can pay
You don't have to be the first of the month. Every
No,
month?
no, it ain't got to be the first month.
It's gonna be a penalty.
No.
I like
You can pay. You can pay one payment a month, $5, $10, whatever you want to. And that's what you call leverage. And you got to understand now. Not only that's just not only with the family bank, but when you create strategy like this here, you're leveraging. We got to get in our heads when it comes to financial planning and wealth building. It's doing things in a certain way. See, a lot of people earn money. It's not how much really you earn, it's how much you keep and what you do and how you do it. That's what it's all about. And I think most grown-ups don't understand this. I'm not talking about most children. Most grown-ups don't understand this principle. Now, I do know, Linda, as you say, there's a lot of people, good law-abiding, God-fearing people that don't understand what I'm saying. And that is by design. Because
you just gave us a good example on how Madison Avenue just distract us like crazy.
It really does.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes you and because Madison Avenue and the advertisers and social media, they cater to your senses and they cater to your feelings. And I'm telling you, man, it's kind of hard to convince somebody to go against their feelings.
Something just
Linda, I just heard somebody say 3 words.
Okay.
No, maybe 4. I don't believe that.
Oh, they're out the people saying that. There are people out there saying it.
What Robert has just shared and what we've been talking about this morning, I'll bet anything there's somebody out there. I don't believe that.
Oh, that's not true. Yeah,
I don't believe that. I don't believe.
See, James. See the richest. Someone asked Elon Musk. Elon Musk, it says net worth is about $120 billion. Net worth meaning after you pay all your bills, that's how much money you got left. $120 billion.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's why he's so, flamboyant, arrogant, and say what you want to say. He's Tesla. He created Tesla. So someone said, Elon Musk, we see that you have a debt that you owe $50 million, and they're charging you 5%. And they said, why would a man that has a net worth of $120 billion have any debt? And he says, well, there's good debt. He says that $50 million that I have debt and I'm paying 5% interest on, that 50 million that I took the money, I'm earning 18% interest on that. So he says, I borrowed the 50 because I knew that I was going to get 18. So it didn't cost me no money, he says. You see that?
And he profited 13%.
And he profited 13%. And he still have all his money. So go back to the family bank. When you have money inside the family bank, it's the same concept. You see, the wealthy don't spend down their money to buy cars, a vacation. They don't do none of that. They continue to build assets. And then when you build assets, you can borrow and leverage and use your assets as collateral to have a great, wonderful life. Then you can go to Dubai. You go to Colombia. I mean, you go to those places, but it's off somebody else using leverage. You understand?
Gotcha.
Case in point, I bought a duplex from someone who was having IRS problems in 2017. I paid $110,000 for it. Linda can attest to that.
Yeah,
Linda went to look at it before. I still haven't been inside of it. I told Linda to go inside of it.
Yeah.
I never been inside that duplex.
You still haven't been?
I have not went inside duplex. Y'all gave me pictures, wood floors. It was all refurbished, redone. You went to see it.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Yeah.
And you said, Robert, get it. And I paid $110,000.
Yeah, you did.
That was 2017. Now it's at $460,000. The rent when I got
You're welcome.
That's why I help her out in times she needs. That's an asset. That's an asset. The rent when I got it, 2017, but East Side was paying about $1,100.
Yeah.
Now, for 4 years, I didn't go up at all.
which I kept saying, what are you doing?
I did not raise the rent. Can you believe that, James? I did not raise the rent.
You were blessed.
We
Yes.
like that. We like that, Rob. We like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then anyway, so the anyway, I just raised the rents. Each side is getting $1,750. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can believe that,
Yes.
Rob, I can believe that. It should be higher, but I can believe that.
Yes, it should be higher. James, you know it should be higher.
Thank you, James.
I know it should be higher. But listen, it ain't cost. Listen,
Elon Musk
Yeah.
story there.
the same leverage, you
Okay.
know.
Okay.
And guess what? It got to increase. But I had the 110 to give.
Yeah.
So my point is, the trade-off is most people, they're earning, and it's like a squirrel, they're eating all their nuts. The key is if you make $100,000, if you're earning $100,000 a year, you should be living off 80,000. Okay, you should be leaving 80,000 because you need that 20 to plant seeds. So when opportunity presents itself, you ready and you have the funds. Because when you go to a bank and a financial institution, they want to know, what have you been doing?
That's what they asked me when I was I was down on the ropes.
They want to know, what have you been doing? And unless you have connections with someone, you can't. James T and I just got a call, and James, he said a good friend of his to help him out, and I went to help him out. And I said, James, before we got it was like 9:00 at night. Before we got James C. friend on the phone, I said, James C., this guy needs you to help him. I said, is he in the beginning stage, a middle stage, or he at the end of his crisis? And James said, Rob, let's just call and let's find out. And I said, if he's at the end of his crisis, then it's like being, stage 4 cancer. That's totally different from being diagnosed with cancer. And you caught it early. It's a big difference. And you treat things differently. You know that, right? So when we called him, luckily James, he was in the first stage. And there's a lot of stuff that we can help him and we can do. You know? So it depends on if
Sergeant Beckyville Moore. We bought our duplex the same year you did, Robert. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same
Rob,
year.
we had a
Same
question too,
seller.
Rob. Earlier back in, I forgot who it was, but someone asked a question about that HELOC and could it be used on commercial property? And you had said last week that it could, as long as it was just less than 4 units, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, 4 units not considered commercial. 5 units are considered commercial.
Okay.
No, something just hit me because I was kind of giving you pushback on, those who have will get more, and if you don't have, don't expect more. You got to do something.
You know I ain't make this up.
No. Let me finish.
Okay.
It's clicking now.
Okay.
Because when you say do something, and my response, the first thing I was thinking was, what if the people don't have the money, the people just don't have a rich uncle, the people not met, maybe a single woman with a good idea or a man and need a good partner, but there's certain other things that they could do.
And yes, Linda, guess what that is? Reach out for help. Everybody needs a coach.
Sign the contract.
Yeah.
Start your family bank. Start to get out of debt. Come and drive and sit down and not just. That's what you mean also by you didn't do something 5 years ago.
That's right.
If you come to me and you may not have a lot, but you got that reverse HELOC, or you got an annuity that you've been putting in, that says something too.
Exactly.
That's a way of demonstrating as well.
Exactly.
Not that you got 200,000 saved,
Right.
but you yeah.
It
just clicked. It don't have to be. I don't have to show you my balance sheet of $250,000.
What it's like, think of God and the 3 talents, and he says, what have you done with what I blessed you with? Because we've all, anytime we all are prospering and earning, we got a good job and we're making money, that's a blessing.
It is.
It really is a blessing to be able to gainfully be employed, or
have health to get up and go out there, and yeah, you're right.
That's really a blessing.
Yeah.
And then when you have some cash flow and you're earning, that's a blessing. There's been a saying I remember long way back. It says, God blesses us with the gift of life. God blesses us with the gift of life. We in turn supposed to thank God by doing something with the gift. Because some people just feel they came here just to eat, go to the bathroom, have a good time, and feel good, and die. And that's it. But all of us, there's a purpose and a reason why we're here.
Mhm.
And I think that I always thought it was here to demonstrate that you've been given life. What have you done? Because what have you done? You know, it illuminates
Mhm.
to the people around you.
Yeah.
Some of y'all
Yeah.
crackheads, some of y'all, you know, engineers, some of y'all not doing nothing. Somebody's seeing you, somebody watching you. And so when you demonstrate, you
Mhm.
give other people courage that, hey, they too can do it.
Yeah.
And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to demonstrate if that person did it, I can do it. We're supposed to be good stewards and we help. And then we're supposed to always, because nobody gets to the top on their own. You got to be able to, that's why this in scripture, you got to ask,
Mhm.
seek, and knock.
Okay.
If you do those, I promise you, you can't go wrong.
There's somebody
Gotcha.
out and there's someone out there to help you. That don't ever feel like, hey, there's nothing I can do. No,
Right.
there's someone out there to help you. And usually,
Mhm.
as we know, Linda, it's the law of attraction. You've
Yeah.
got people, that's what friends are for. As
Yeah.
who was that said that? Patty Patty, Roberta Flack, somebody said it, but
Yeah.
no, friends are there. But of course, now, hey, when if they're gonna be a true friend, they're gonna say, okay, I just don't want to give you something that'll hold you until Monday. I want to give you
Gotta hold you to Monday.
yeah, till Monday. The day is Saturday, so you can get through the day tomorrow. And no, what is available to you, and that's the beautiful thing that I love about Linda, yourself, and Robert, Tavares, Antonio, Hyacinth. Hey, and all the connections that we have, we don't mind sharing. Hey, we don't mind telling people that you can go to this person or that person, and here's what you need, and here's what you need. And we don't mind having the staff on the Henderson Financial Group reach out to grow and become better so that we can serve more.
Well,
Amen.
that's what Miss Lily May Vickers said. She says you need the right friend.
Oh yeah.
And she's telling the absolute
You
truth.
show me
because-
person's friends, I'll show you their future.
because every friend is not really a friend.
What?
Because there are a lot of people that the friend won't give
You
a
don't
dollar.
it cost me $100 to step out my door. That is not a friend. Don't call me. You want to come over? We can kick it, but I'm done with the $100 step out the door driving across town. No.
Hey, Rob, but what she forgot is she didn't have to step out the door.
Right.
That friend didn't make us step
finally
out the
clicked.
door.
Cause and effect. Cause that $100 left her purse because she caused it. The effect was the 100 leaving. We are really the drivers of our lives. So a lot of people just, I really like that, that metaphor, that example. When I say we are better than squirrels. We are, because we're God gave us, the authority to be over the kingdom, over all animals, birds and beasts and everything, and it's so many. If you look at nature, if you watch nature, man, they're pretty good in terms of surviving for a long time. So you look at the squirrel, man, a little furrow thing, not a tiger, but the squirrels, man, they ain't nobody coming out there feeding the fur. Okay, it's breakfast time. Okay, it's lunchtime. No, the squirrel's been here for a long time. And like I say, you think about them in terms of nature, they will actually go out there and they will hunt. When winter time comes, they know that they have to get enough to hunt. So instead of eating all of their nuts when they gather them, they save some.
That's like spending all your paycheck and you're not getting another one till 2 weeks.
Right. And you live in paycheck
and you
to
live
paycheck.
in paycheck to paycheck.
No. So and you are the master. You
Right,
can say,
right.
okay, I'm going to cut back and because I need this to last
I'm
for
not
6
leaving
months.
my house no more.
You can do that. So
Right.
we really are the kings and queens of our own lives. We just been doing a
Absolutely.
pill job doing it,
yeah.
But I do want to say
Mhm.
you haven't, people who are not being able to control, you do have helping you
Ooh,
think
That's
that
what
way.
it is.
You
That's
do
what
have
it
help
So
helping
you're
you
not
think.
being too hard on them.
I'm not, because you do
Because
have,
people are constantly, it's a battle, basically.
like your friends, when you're sitting home and your friend said, look,
Right.
girl, you got to come
right,
here.
right,
And you out of $100.
right.
If they wouldn't have made that call, you still have been home.
I'd have been home.
you'd have saved
$100
$100.
richer. Right.
$100 rich. So there are always elements and sources constantly, more than ever before with this social media and
Yes,
Facebook
God.
and then the TV and advertisers and this new car and that new car.
I went to Komodo for the first time
Yeah.
on somebody else dime, but I've
Yeah.
been hearing so much about it.
I went to someone somebody's birthday. They said, probably you got to go to Komodo.
You gotta go. You gotta
Now,
go.
how was
Ooh, you
your-
gotta go.
That was a fancy restaurant on Brickell. I know it's on downtown, right?
Brickell.
Right,
Mhm.
right on Brickell Avenue.
Mhm.
Really beautiful. People.
Beautiful, beautiful,
People
beautiful.
come there look like
People
all
come
look
there.
like
How may I
models.
help you? Wee.
Everybody look like models.
Yeah,
come there,
yeah,
like, I mean,
yeah.
like
Would
a
you like
photo
to
shop.
they talk like this?
Everybody got a photo, like a photo shop.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went in there and I said, goodness gracious, like I'm on. It's like a movie scene,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it was expensive, right?
It was. I didn't pay, but it was.
Did you get full?
Yeah, but I don't really eat to get full. So
Would you go back on your own dime?
No, I wouldn't go on my dime.
Oh, okay. So somebody took you there,
Yeah.
and that was to impress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was Mammy Spice one too.
Oh.
So. But boy, look at here. I don't understand how it's okay to how you feel good just going out there spending, $120 for this entree and $22 for they don't even give you a generous pour of wine.
No,
And it's $22.
no. The more fancier places you go, the less food you get. You know that. It
That's
make it
true.
look
but
pretty.
it make it look pretty.
It make it pretty, like
Put
a
little
piece of
dots
art.
and green stuff.
Like some
it's
art or
like
whatever, right?
artwork on a white plate.
And
yeah.
you can't get full, and then but it looks good, And
Yeah.
you say you went there and you brag and you put it on social media,
Right.
and
right.
that puts pressure on the next person who never been there. See, so it's like a germ. It
Oh.
spreads, It's a germ. It spreads. So poverty,
germ.
it's like having a cold. Achoo, somebody just sneezed on you, and you catching it. And so many people have it and don't know why. And then anxiety and depression comes in. But I tell
Not to
you
mention
this.
the valet was $25.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
the part to
The
go
part
inside.
to go inside.
Oh,
They had a
man.
22 not generous pour of wine anyway.
So anyway,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what's
I'm
going
not
on,
leaving my
and that's all
house.
over the country. See, I don't deal with that kind of stuff. I still like tuna fish sandwich.
You still like sardines?
I still love sardines.
Ew.
I still love
Ew.
sardines. I still love sardines. That omega is pretty good for you. You know what I mean?
You couldn't. Thank God you've been married to my sister so long, because you couldn't get one of these new women out here talking about I love sardines.
Well, listen,
You would never get a date.
Well, listen. I
That's not true, Linda. That's not
Is
true.
that true?
tell them you got money, you get a date.
Trust me. Linda,
You got money.
you
You got
are
money, you get a date.
yeah,
A sardine
Yeah.
eating person with money?
yeah, right.
She eats
With
sardines too.
an 850
When you got money,
credit
she said she
score.
loves sardines.
Yes, sir. Hey, Rob, with an 850 credit score, yeah, you.
Oh,
What
oh, there's that. There's
Oh,
that.
you get date. You get date. I ain't worried about that. But the whole point is, I'm telling you, guys need to call the office
Please.
and ask us about this family bank and how does it work and how can you get involved. Because
Absolutely.
you start creating your own personal family bank and it's leverage. You got to be able to be able to help control yourself and doing things in a certain way. Most people are doing what everybody else doing. That's why traffic is so horrendous all around the country, because most people are driving the same speed limit as the next person and they don't even know
get
them.
started on
I'm
traffic.
telling you. That's one of my pet peeves. But I
Yes.
you know what? You can learn so much from traffic. It tells
Okay.
you so
Okay,
much
Bob.
about the state of the economy, about mindsets, how people thinking, where we are, just how people drive. I'm telling you. And you have 5-lane highway and everybody side by side, and it's a lock, and everybody going 20 miles and it's a perfect road, then you know that something's going on. Somebody don't have to be somewhere, or somebody ain't trying to get somewhere.
They
So-
want to stop working.
Yeah, they want to stop working. I've never seen that. But listen, that's with the prices of goods and services, real estate, rent, mortgage,
Whew.
property taxes. I don't know. You got to snap out of this thing about you don't want to gain no more money. Because when you say you don't want to work, what you're really saying is no more money for me. And you can't really say that until you have enough. And you don't know if you have enough until you come to the Henderson Financial Group, so we can analyze, dissect. I analyze and see and create a plan for you to
Mhm.
see, is there enough based on your standard of living? If there's not enough there, we'll tell you how much you have to cut back in order to live your lifestyle and for the rest of your life. But you need to know those. You can't just blindly do it. You need to have a financial plan.
Absolutely.
Call 305-825-1444. 305-825-1444. You can also visit our website and get more information on what I'm talking about at www.thehendersonfinancialgroup.com. 305-825-1444. We can set up consultations over the phone. We can do a Zoom and we can discuss your personal financial affairs. But you got to ask. You cannot lean on your own understanding. Only a fool thinks he knows it all. Did you know that it's 4,100 4,100 different species of frogs? You just thought that bullfrog or that green frog. No. Did you know there's over 15 different species of birds? 15,000 different kind of birds. Not just the eagle, not just the red robin, not just the hawk. There's so many. Do you know there's over 25,000 different species of ants? Did you know that, Linda?
I did not.
I'm so glad you're not leaning on your own understanding.
I am too.
See, there's so much that we don't know that we don't even know that we don't know. So when it comes to financial planning and strategies and investments, I promise you, don't get your information like most people do from their girlfriend, their boyfriend, who don't have nothing, they don't know nothing. Girl, I wouldn't do that. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, bad term. Oh, why would you put that much in the life insurance? Or just life insurance? Let me tell you something. Life insurance is not the old life insurance that your grandma used to have. Life insurance is not the same life insurance, no more than the cell phone is the same cell phone like it was in 1997. Those was flip phones. Now you got a cell phone. Oh my God. What can you not do? Those are computers now, you know?
Life following insurance. You. Everybody's a reporter now. So.
That's right. They got you got on a cell phone. It's not the same. Just dial and receive calls. That's how it used to be. It's the same thing with life insurance. There's a lot of strategy. If you have a life insurance, you've had it 10 years or more. You got an old life insurance policy because they got some new stuff that it does way more than life insurance. It acts like helps you build wealth tax free. A lot of this stuff, I love it better than a 401k plan. If you don't understand, you don't know, you want to know what I'm talking about because you don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. Call 305-825-1444.
Yes, sir. That was good.
That was good?
That was real good.
Hey, so next week, you're going to be here next week?
Absolutely.
Because I want to talk more about, because you've been on a sabbatical, maternity leave for so long. I want you to come back and leave the baby home. Put rooms out there. Linda got a baby, huh?
I know, right? That's why she ain't been on.
Hey, y'all, I'm just kidding when I say maternity leave. She ain't had no ask about no baby. If baby come out of London, it must be Jesus. Well, she's been on development crusade, learning a whole lot about development growth. So next week I want to talk about the whole development, real estate, and let's help people to understand the big pictures.
Absolutely.
About developing real estate all over the country. Because people, especially people of color, man, let me tell you something. If your skin is black as mine, or maybe, I was gonna say black as Linda, but she about black as mine. Maybe like light as James T. If you are, listen, let me say this. White people, Spanish, I'm not talking about y'all right now. But if you're black and you're in America and you don't have no assets, y'all know we discriminated against, okay? Now, whether you want to know it or not, but they see us coming. They see your black face before you open your mouth. They see your black face. So you got to have some assets. You cannot be eating all your nuts. You got to have some economic power. You got to know that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling y'all the truth. You got to know that. I'm telling you, me being a little black boy growing up, I realized this field, the playing field is not level. So I got to have something. Some entertainers, athletes, they shoot the ball so they get so they can produce and get more money. You got to be able to do something other than just working for the man. You got to take what you have and create wealth.
Amen.
Right, Linda?
Absolutely.
You want to say the last word?
Last word, please don't be so hard on yourself. Even though you may not have tangible money, get started. Get that annuity, get your family bank, get involved, learn, get knowledge. That's an asset as well. Credit score. Oh my goodness. You sound like a challenge. I think I'm at 7. I might have dipped down, but let me get back up on a horse on that one.
So next week you're gonna come. We're gonna talk about real estate
Absolutely.
development.
Mhm.
what
Thank
it
you,
takes.
Lily Mae. Leave my Linda alone. Thank you, Miss Vickers. I will be here next week. Yes.
And we're gonna talk about the real estate development
Oh
growth.
man.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna talk about. And we're gonna
Let's
tell you
do it.
ways that you did not know how to become a developer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
And
what
the most important thing is the stacking the capital. Where to find the money? Where's the money? All you hear about Inflation Reduction Act, Live Local Act, and this grant and affordable this and workforce that. What does all that mean, and how can it help you?
well, a lot of people never heard that what you just said, you know.
Oh, well, let's talk about it.
Yeah, they never knew all that stuff, you know, because you in it. You sound like a doctor that's using some terms. Most people don't know what that what you just said.
Let's talk.
They
about
don't
it.
know that that's going on right now.
Gotcha.
That's what I want you to bring and tell them exactly tell them what they don't even know. They don't even know all these kind of programs that's available to them
Mhm.
that they can have access to build real estate and development.
Yeah. And there's I think the deadline is over. There's another sabbatical cohort that's put on by JP Morgan Chase for free because they want more Black females to get involved. But it
Yeah.
just closed. I let your daughter know. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. So I'm excited.
James C., we need prayer, don't we?
Let's do it. Father God, we thank you for this opportunity that you've given us today to share and to listen and to learn. And I want to start, God, by asking you to help us to be by what your word says. Be ye transformed by the renewing of our minds, for it truly starts there. A different mindset from the NMA, the negative mental attitude, to the PMA, the positive mental attitude, will be a step in the right direction, but also give us enough courage and wisdom to reach out for help. Bless the Henderson Financial Group. Bless all those that will hear this message, and then direct them, order their steps so that they may step out and receive that you have for them that goes beyond what they can ask, think, or imagine. And if you'll do this for us, we promise we'll give you all the glory and all the praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
Let the church say amen.
Amen.
I see my neighbor there, Colleen Norsey. How you doing, Colleen? Colleen, her and Ivor, very good people. Miss Carol Miller, Miss Vickers, good morning. Have a wonderful weekend. Brenda Moore, my sister-in-law, Becky Villamore. Who else we have here? Joanne Witherspoon. Congratulations to you and Joe. Denise Ward, Damian Nelson, Lynette, Islan, Jermaine, Curtis Kegler.
Hey, Curtis.
Miss Helpern, Tracy Thompson, DeLawrence Moore, Anna Dupree, Helene, Mr. and Mrs. Redhead, LJ.
Helen Lee there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Helen Lee. I just want to say, hey, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Absolutely.
And be safe. Peace, love, and happiness. Till we meet again next week. Oh, no, I got to tell you, on Mondays at 12:30, I think Heisey and Tavares just started doing a mortgage, understanding mortgages and finances show. They're not going to be on this Monday because Heisey's traveling, so they're going to be on Tuesday. But it's going to be about understanding mortgages and things that you don't know about finance and real estate, okay, and refi and all that. So tune into that because they're going to break it down to you like a 6-year-old.
Good deal.
All right. So hey, have a fantastic day and be safe. And James just told me that coronavirus is trying to stick his head up again, right, James?
Oh, be careful, please. Be safe. Be safe.
Especially in big crowds, right?
Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe.
Much love. Peace.